It was really about learning about the disease itself, just understanding the disease. And to be honest, it was at the advice of our doctor at the time, who recommended I go and attend a conference that was being held by the United Mitochondrial Disease Foundation. And at that time, when my son was diagnosed, my son Evan, with mitochondrial disease, there was no organization in Canada, so that he actually pointed us to a US website and this organization. So it was through that I went and attended this conference and met some other families at this conference and learned a lot about the disease. That was really the beginning of all of that. Yeah, it's a great question. It's tough to give advice, I think, when families are going through a diagnosis of mitochondrial disease, because it is such a broad spectrum of a disease. It affects every individual differently. But I would say my advice would be, one, think about the quality of life for your child. It's something that can change very quickly because of the complexity of this disease. And secondly, it's a long road, it's a long journey. And I think my advice would be to ensure that you, as parents and caregivers, look after yourself as well, and make sure that you don't sacrifice everything for that loved one, so that you are there to help them along the way in that journey. My vision for Mito Canada is that it will continue to grow and scale as we improve diagnostics and more people who have this disease get diagnosed. So I'd say the number one thing for me would be that when you say mitochondrial disease to someone, they actually know what it is. It's, today mitochondrial disease, it's estimated it affects about 1 in 4,000 people, but also estimated that less than 10% of the people who actually have the disease even know it. So if you had a cure tomorrow, how do you get it to the 90% of the people that need it? So really, I think to me, future success is you can walk down the street and say, hey, tell me about mitochondrial disease, and someone will say, hey, isn't that a disease that affects your energy? I think that's success.